Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been quite some time. I've been inactive lately in the YouTube world due to personal reasons, but now I'm back with more paint process to show you guys. So for today's video, I'm going to paint Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen. I've been backing away in drawing male characters, but I really want to challenge myself in improving and getting out of my comfort zone. So, first, I always add paper tapes in the sides of my watercolor paper so it will prevent from buckling since I use a lot of water in my process. Also, before coloring, I make sure to lightly erase the pencil marks first. So in that way, it will lessen the smudge of the lead when I'm already painting. So what I do is I just gently roll the eraser and gently pat on the paper to lift the lead. After that, I will start to put water on the paper since I like to add a huge amount of color first in my first layer. So I will add the color peach first on the skin, and then I will add some on the parts that I want to show the colors. Also, if I'm being impatient, I use a hair dryer to speed up my drying process. So you can see on this part, I'm just adding another layer of color in his body, and this is the time that I start to build up the layers. So it might not be vibrant looking for now, but after putting the several layers of color, it will be vibrant. So now I will move to the hair part. So I usually leave the parts I want to be highlighted untouched, meaning I wouldn't put any color on it. And since I want to see the white of the paper to show the highlights of the hair. So if you'll notice the part in his bangs, it got quite mixed up with the skin color, but that's all right since we can definitely fix it. You can definitely fix some issues with watercolor by adding layers. And now we'll build up the layers on the other parts of the hair, but we need to make sure that the paint is fully dry first before we add another layer. Again, I am still leaving some whites on the paper to show where I want it to be highlighted. So as you can see, I'm still skipping some parts so the paint won't get mixed up with each other. So if you'll notice here, I added a line art on his face just to emphasize his facial structures. So what I use is Sakura Micron fine liners and it's in color brown since I think in just my own opinion, black creates more intense line art and I wanted him to be soft looking. Also, I added a red light violet to show the shadows in his body. But again, I made sure that the paints are fully dry before I added another layer. Now, for this, I'll start with coloring the clothes. And again, if you're going to notice, I tend to pull the colors in where it will be darker. And then I tend to add just a wash of water, just a plain water, and where I want it to be lighter. By the way, I haven't mentioned this yet, I think, but the paper that I am using for this piece is the Baohong 300 GSM 100% cotton watercolor paper, and I'm also using Mijello watercolors. Again, notice how I just pull the colors and add water on where I want the part to be lighter. Again, just to be clear, I am not a professional watercolor artist and I am just a hobbyist. So, the way I do watercolors is not the correct nor the only way to do it. And I believe that in art, there is no right or wrong. And what matters the most is that we are having fun while we are painting. So, I was thinking of doing more voiceover in my next videos. And do you think I should do it or should I just stick with the background music? Please let me know in the comments so I will know what to do on my next video. So now I'm adding background on the piece, and I just decided to stick with a simple background, but again, we need to make sure that the paints are fully dry before we add another colors on the other side. So what I usually do when I'm in between waiting for it to dry, I just look for other parts to color on the piece. So this one, I am trying to color the other parts of the skin since it's already dry. So I'm using a white Posca pen to add the highlights, and I make sure to add the white of the eye and then the other parts where I want it to be highlighted. So for this part, his face and other parts, and then I also add some hair strands. Alright, so I guess that's it. So again, this is Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen. If you like this video, let me know your thoughts about it. And then I'll be seeing you soon on my next video. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys are safe wherever you are. Bye!